even though these graphics cards had huge supply, I think they even had bigger demand. They went out of stock almost instantly. We got to talk about it today. Your boy Silicon Steak actually did buy one of these graphics cards. Yes, I picked up an AMD Radeon card. How could I? Well, here's the thing. I woke up on Thursday morning, and like right when I woke up, that's right when sales went live, and it just happened to be that way. I looked on Newegg, on the Newegg app, and I saw every graphics card in stock, every AIB from the 9070 XT, even the Sapphire Nitro, but they were all kind of pre-baked scalper prices. I was like, what the heck? These are all like $150, $200 more than the MSRP of this card. So I decided to pick up a Gigabyte 9070 XT. It looked chunky. It looked like it was gonna be able to handle overclocking well. And it was only $730, so only $130 markup. And I was like, fine, I'll pick this thing up. I, will test it against my 4080, and if it's better, then I'll sell my 4080 and gain like a lot of money, right? So I did that, and to my horror, an hour later, Newegg sent me an email saying, sorry, bud, we kind of messed up. We sold you that thing for a little bit too cheap, and we got some money to make. We got a world to burn here. So when that happened, my heart sank a little bit. I gotta be real here. Newegg ripped defeat from the jaws of victory out of my system and stole all the love in my heart when they sent me this email, and I'll just put the email on screen. They're basically telling me they ran out of stock, at least at this price. I think what they really saw is, wow, this Radeon graphics card had more demand than we thought. We didn't really think that people were gonna actually wanna buy an AMD Radeon card. So yeah, we sold it to you for a bit too cheap. I know it's even $130 over MSRP, but we're gonna go ahead and cancel your order and relist this thing for $1,000, maybe $1,100, and then, come back and buy it. So yeah, after that happened, I wasn't too happy, and I was kind of relieved, honestly, because I'm thinking, this 9070 XT is worse than my 4080, honestly. It really is. The ray tracing performance is worse. Raster is actually worse too by like 5–10%. Sometimes it beats it though. And then, its encoders, media engines are worse. So I'm just like, whatever. Actually, after tax, the 9070 XT I bought, I think it was like $790. So that's like $200 over MSRP. That's basically what I paid for my 4080 over a year ago. So I am not tripping at all. If an AIB wants to send me a 9070 XT, I can do the ultimate comparison against my 4080 and that card. Hey, send it my way. I think a lot of people have been wanting that 4080 performance, and they just haven't had the money, but this card is looking pretty good. And if you're an AIB and you send me one, you'll be getting lots of advertisement, and I will be using it and testing it if that does happen. But like I said, I tried to buy this thing. I got screwed over by the system. I'm sure like much of you did. I don't have special YouTuber perks yet, but we're on our way there. And I didn't get this graphics card. So I'm not too upset about it or anything. My 4080's kicking along. Like I said, it's probably, it's a better card, probably. DLSS 4 just came out to all RTX graphics cards, not multi-frame gen, but DLSS 4 did. And it's in way more games than FSR 4. FSR 4 is in a handful of games. Although I expect FSR 4 to be widely adopted. It's just gonna take some time, And I'm surprised, dude. FSR 4 is matching DLSS 3 in image quality. AMD, I could see Radeon becoming the premier gaming GPU brand. I really could, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if like 4 years from now they are, because NVIDIA really doesn't seem to care. They really don't. We've said this many times. NVIDIA does not care about us gamers anymore. And it's loud, dude. The birds are chirping. Hopefully this lab mic's doing a good job of keeping me isolated. But yeah, we're actually on a walk in a neighborhood in Austin today. I guess I should have said that. I am on a vacation or a little bit of a getaway over this weekend, visiting my brother-in-law's baby. So yeah, I am married and I'm visiting his baby. And we had some fun. I brought my Lunar Lake laptop and I used it in the car. I played some lightweight games, watched some movies and TV on it. and it was sipping power, although I gotta come out with a video for that because the power efficiency isn't as good as I thought, or at least the overall platform battery usage is. I don't know if it's from the SoC or if it's from the OLED screen, but we gotta talk about the battery efficiency of that laptop. With AMD catching up in image quality, AI-based image quality, and their encoders getting better, I am confident to say I would switch to a Radeon graphics card. Like I said, I bought one, I pulled the trigger, and this is a turning point for Radeon Technologies. As long as they can keep this graphics card, you know, I know it's just launched, but a month or two from now during the summertime, keep that at MSRP. They got to win on their hands. They got to win on their hands for sure. A lot of you guys just want to pick up a card at MSRP. You don't want all this scalper bullcorn, and I get that, but guys, just wait a month or two. These cards will be coming back in much closer to MSRP. I don't doubt that at all. Demand will be fulfilled eventually, as long as we don't have another crypto boom. Scalpers are gonna lose capital, and yeah, screw the scalpers, man. Don't buy any of their cards, unless it's from me, of course. If you wanna buy my 4080 for scalper prices, go ahead. But from real scalpers that buy up cards, wait in line so they can buy 100 cards and then resell them for triple the price, yeah, don't buy anything from them. Weird to say it was one of the better launches this year of graphics cards. It might have been the best launch because we had, I don't know if the B580 was this year, I guess that was last year, but you know, recently we had a B580, we had the RTX 50 series, all those series of launches, and then we had this, and this had the most stock. It really did. I saw it in stock. I think I would have got a card. I saw at Micro Center they had hundreds of cards. If I lived near Micro Center, I would have got one in MSRP. It was the best launch in the recent memory of GPUs, and that's sad to say because this launch was still pretty garbage, but NVIDIA's dropped the ball. They've allocated no capacity and they don't really care. Intel did okay, but there's just not enough stock for the demand. I mean, they really couldn't have predicted that much people wanted it. And AMD, there was a lot of stock, but scalpers came in hard, and it's kind of sucked the air out of the room for everybody. So yeah, AMD, FSR4, Radeon is coming back, and they're coming for NVIDIA. They're coming for the hearts of gamers, guys. I'm starting to believe in Radeon. If they get this RDNA 4 and an APU similar to Strix Halo, or maybe an APU even with like 20 compute units, I mean, low-end gaming, low-end graphics cards are dead at that point. These RDNA 4 compute units have like 50% more performance per compute unit or something like that. Like crazy stuff. It really just goes to show how unoptimal that chiplet-based architecture of RDNA 3 really is. Guys, that was a hot garbage mess of an architecture. That's why I keep on saying, like, don't spend that much money on a 7900 XTX. Sure, it's got a lot of raw power and VRAM, but it's just a hot mess of a card. I like the 9070 XT a lot better, and I'd be willing to pay, you know, up to $700 for a good AIB 7900 or 9070 XT. So guys, that's my thoughts. Are you looking to get a Radeon card at this moment, even though you never really debated it before? I am. Guys, I really am. And I'm kind of excited. AIBs, reach out to me, get me a card. And that's all I got to say, guys. Silicon Steak, signing out. Every review, every spec, he's on deck. From GPUs to CPUs, he knows it all. No question too big, no detail too small. He's got the knowledge, he's got the skill. When he drops his take, the haters stand still. Fanboys can cry, but they can't deny.